Saludos, saludos. Hope everyone is having a great day. Happy Monday today. So glad to be here with you guys. Hi, Gretel. So go ahead and let everyone know that we are here today. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple, how I usually do it. And I wanted to share today a little bit about my testimony. I shared this in Spanish the other time, and I'm like, I've never really fully shared everything in English. So I know also wanted to share a couple of things with you guys as well. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right. So today I wanted to speak about how every process has a purpose. And and I want to share with you guys things that I've learned through I think, I don't even know. I think it's gonna be 6 years, but I don't remember the exact date of when I started here with pharmacy. No, I don't remember the exact date, but I do know that it's either coming up or it passed. I have to check when it's like the 6 year anniversary. And I've been thinking a lot, coming to this day because it's been a process of growing and learning as well. And it made me think of like my beginnings as well, how I had gotten started. And this right here, I found the picture because I started thinking, man, I want to find those pictures from like, okay, my light is off. All right. It's okay, it doesn't matter. I was looking through like the old pictures, and I found this one, and this is my very, very first presentation that I ever did. And I was so nervous, so nervous. It was the first time that I had gotten up to speak in front of people for a business. I've done it before, but not for this reason. And this was an event. This was obviously in 2019, so COVID had was not all there yet. And this was my first event. I went, put my little table. I didn't know a whole lot about the company. And it made me think because out of this event, so many doors open. I was shaking, I was nervous, and I was asked to do a 2 minute presentation. There was entrepreneurs of different things, right? And all the vendors had a 2 minute opportunity to stand in the front and talk about their business. And that my time came up, and someone took this picture, and I obviously kept it. And this I remember, and looking at it, I'm like, man, I was so nervous at that time. I was extremely, I don't want to say I'm shy because I'm not shy. I'm definitely an introvert. Um, and maybe more on the timid side, but here I just remember having that feeling of talking in front of people, not knowing much, but I'm like, I'm so proud also of that moment that I came out of my comfort zone and I stood in front of there, like I knew like with that confidence, like I'm gonna make this work even if I'm shaking. And there's that picture. And I remember a whole lot of things have happened through these 6 years. And I remember also as I'm meditating through this, I've even had people, and I say this because sometimes when we've been here for 1 year, 2 years, and we don't see massive results, we might question ourselves. I know I have, and I've even had people of influence, people who are pretty known in the community, people who, have asked me, is this really for you? I remember someone said once, we were driving and I was attending another event, and she's very known, and I love her and everything, but she said, Amanda, the fact that your upline is getting all these results, and it doesn't mean that you're going to get it. It doesn't mean that this is for you. So she was questioning if I was in the right place. And considering that she was a person of influence in business, it really like it shook me, because if it's someone that hasn't, done anything, then I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever, you don't know anything. But it's one of those few people that you consider what they say. And it really made me like, wow, God, like for her to say that, and it really made me feel bad. And sometimes she'll question like, I mean, is this really what you want to do? Is this real? And it really made me think a lot. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to the word that God gave me. I remember I was at a meeting, and this top leader, in the industry. He no longer, I mean, now what he does, he trains other network marketing leaders, and he's been in this industry for over 30 years, and he's a man of God, and he gave me a word, a very powerful word. And I'm like, I'm gonna hold on to that word over this word that I just got, you know. I remember I even hired a coach. This was like when I was like 3 years in, and I paid her over $2,500 because I wanted her to coach me on sales. And although she did coach me a little, but she always would swerve me to like a different area. And I wanted to focus on this. That was my mistake. That's why when you invest in money on coaches, you need to really be aware of where they want to take you and have that communication with them, because if not, you're going to waste your money. And although I got a lot of value out of that coaching, she would always like take me out of, yeah, but I want to focus on pharmacy. And she's like, yeah, but you have other things. Like she would always like dismiss this. And I remember one day I had gone to the first Miami convention, and there was another convention, business convention elsewhere. I decided to not do that convention and do the pharmacy, because then this was my very first convention in Miami. And she questioned, she's like, why did you spend money on that when you could have gone to this one? And I'm like, well, and right there it hit me like she's not the person, to really guide me through this. And although she's not like she's not in network marketing. So keep that in mind. If you want someone to really help you with this industry, make sure it's obviously a coach that will lead you to this, that has the training for that. So, but it's learning experiences. I'm grateful for it, because at the end of the day, I learned from it, and I'm not gonna deny that I got a lot of value from her, and I learned a lot. It's just not what I was exactly looking for. So in light of that, it can be hard, because you want to, you question yourself. And I found this quote. It says, your growth doesn't depend on others' validation. Your calling doesn't need that approval. And I wanted to share with you guys what are some things that I did through these processes, right? Through this 6 years. And my testimony is not one of like massive, crazy title income results. I've even had two people while I'm recruiting them. Obviously, I talk about Guidos, I talk about my upline, and I've had people, well, since you've been here for so long, why don't you have the results that she has? And I'm like, and that while you're speaking to them is like, whoa. But then again, and this is the way I explain, I'm like, listen, I've been in this industry for definitely shorter time. She has been in this industry for well over 20 years. So obviously she's gonna get, results. Um, so obviously I'm still in the learning process. And so it's the way that I respond obviously to it. But a lot of people will question you and compare you. Yeah, but so and so started when you started, why you're not getting those results? And you cannot compare yourself to other people. Most likely all those people that are getting a lot of results, they have, either they have the time, this is what they do full time, they have massive experience prior, or either they came with a team. So that's why it's not healthy to even compare yourself to other people. And keep in mind, God already has everything ordained and the people for you. So when someone even leaves, it's okay. Why? Because I understood through the process that God has everything orchestrated perfectly for you in your perfect time, in his perfect timing. So how do you keep going when you want to stop? And one of the things that I learned through these years is developing new skills and refuse to stay stuck, refuse to stay in a stagnant state. And I put here, no, don't overdo it. And I'm going to explain why. Develop and try to identify what are those skills that you still need to develop or you want to strengthen, and focus on that. And once you identify in what you are really good at, focus on that, laser focus on that, make it better in those other areas of opportunity. Keep learning and learning. Where are my books? Okay, I have them there. I'm going to show you all the books that I've read, and I'm still some of them reading. And actually, I'm gonna some of these books I'm gonna give away eventually. But I have them here and I'll show you later. So like some resources that you guys can read. And I say don't overdo it. I'm going to tell you why. Because at the beginning, and I'm still hungry. At the beginning, I was so like crazy about this. Like I need to be in every training, and I would never ever miss a training. I would always be not only the Kaido trainings but outside training. I would look at other resources, and it got very overwhelming. So I say this to say exactly this. When I say don't overdo it, yes, definitely all means stay hungry, stay the course, develop new skills, but don't my problem was that I stopped and how to explain this? I stopped attending to other things that I needed to do to be in every training. And you do not have to be in every training, okay? And I say this because I know a lot of people, I've talked to some people and they're like in every training, I'm like, no, listen, because what happens is that you get a lot of information and then you don't do anything. You get a lot of information and you leave it in las libretas. You don't take action. And sometimes a lot of information can be overwhelming. So something that I learned was whatever you learn, you implement it automatically, or you continue to develop that skill and focus on one or two things at the same time. Okay. When you feel stuck, instead of asking yourself, ask yourself this question: what can I learn now that complements what I already know and how to do it? Sometimes you don't need to reinvent yourself, just add one more tool to the box. So what did I do? What I did, I was like, what can I learn that can help me? So I can do in this business as well. So what I started doing, obviously I was already creating videos prior to being in pharmacy and content creating, but I had to learn and perfect the skill, how to use Canva, how to do CapCut, editing, and I started learning all those other skills while I was, learning. How to communication. That's something that there are still areas that I need to learn. Communication, storytelling is something that I really want to learn. So growth happens always sideways before it moves upward. Okay, so it's growing more on yourself. I remember this mentor once told me, Amanda, the moment that um your business stops to grow, you need to look inward. So that's what we need to work a lot on ourselves and our emotions as well and our mindset. So just because you're not hiking ranks doesn't mean that you're not evolving. Skill stacking is what sets you apart in this business. Most people plateau because they stop learning. So keeping a heart, a mind of learning. Engrave this in your mind. I don't need to be an expert to add value. I just need to take a step ahead. You can't scale what you're not willing to sharpen. This is so powerful. And sometimes, you know what I would do whenever I was in these training, learning, I used to be part of, well, I used to tune into this English learning wealth fuel. And what I would do, I would take my notes. I would take my notes. I would take notes as they were speaking. And what I would do, as soon as the training ended, I would either go live or I would mostly go on my stories. And I would share, hey guys, I've been online. I would just got out of this amazing training. And also, you know what that helps? It also, when you share that, you also help the other person. Meaning que le di, pues, obviamente, para que la gente se uniera, obviamente, al entrenamiento, porque estaba abierto a todo el mundo, era gratis. But the main focus was what I was learning. So what I would do, as soon as the training finished, I would go to my stories and I would say, hey guys, I just got out of this amazing training from so-and-so, and this is what I learned. And I would literally show my notes. And I thought it didn't mean anything, but I would have a couple of people DM me and say, hey, I love what you're sharing. Keep it going. So that really helps. So everything that you learn, just turn around and teach it. Turn around and teach it. So right now you can start thinking, what's one skill that would make you more confident? Okay, what's one more skill? I think for me, and I'll start. For me, I think it's more of definitely storytelling. I think that I just feel like I need to sharpen that, or more of communication, how to communicate more effectively. I think would be one skill that I really want to learn, because sometimes I notice that when I am speaking, I repeat myself a lot. There's a lot of there's a lot of, so I'm like, okay, I need to sharpen that. ¿Cómo se dice eso en español? I don't know how to say it in Spanish or English, but anyways, like speaking. That's something that I know that I need to sharpen a little bit more. And oh, by the way, these pictures, I love them. These pictures were from last time we went to, yeah, last time we went to Miami. Okay. I just want to say that because I think they're beautiful. I mean, the background and stuff. Okay. Okay, another thing is who you're around will determine how long you last. So, when you're around people that are gonna look down at you, now keep in mind, you will be around people that are gonna look down at you no matter what. Sometimes it's family, and that I brushed it off because usually the people that criticize you or look down at you because of what you are doing, if you analyze, they're not building anything. They're not having success in anything. They're not building a thing. And I remember I had gotten so much you know, being looked down at. And then I started thinking, I'm like, none of the people that just spoke to me have built anything. So why am I gonna feel depressed because these so and so said what they said? Even the people of influence, okay? Even the people of influence. So isolation feeds doubt. Community builds clarity. So surround yourself well with the right people. Connect with your leader. If you're not connecting with your leader for XY reason, collaborate with others. We're all here. There's a room, people, right now. The Zoom is full of other people that you can collaborate with, okay? And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Right now, I've been collaborating for the past 5 months in this nutrition challenge. It's a 21-day challenge, and it's every month, by the way. If you guys want to be part of it, feel free. It is in Spanish, and I'm collaborating with they're not even on my team. We're from Kairos, but one is from Peru. She's from Peru. And another one is from Canada, top leader in Canada, and one is from Massachusetts. Okay, one from the U.S., one from Canada, one from Peru, and I love it how we're all collaborating from different teams, but we're all collaborating in the chat. We're all collaborating together, and I've seen great testimony. I know Yolanda is also, and then also Gloria. They're both in that chat, in that group, and I know that I've heard good testimonies because the chat is constantly, like, literally every day it's moving, and everyone is sharing their coffee. There's valuable insights. So the four of us gather together, we plan it, and then it's already basically planned. So this is like this is the 4th month that we're doing it, and it's something that we want to do monthly. So far we've been doing it for 4 months straight. And yes, upon whatever they lack. Oh, this is so good, Gloria. Yes, you are reflecting, deflecting upon whatever they lack. That is so true. I like how you said that, Yolanda. It's true. Whatever they lack, they reflected. That is so true. And this goes for anything that a person may throw at you, not necessarily business, anything. It's what they lack. That's what they're imposing on you. All right. So it's beautiful when you collaborate in community with other people. There's so much richness, and I learn from them, and we all learn from each other. So I think it's a beautiful thing. Um, if you do not have a strong uplink, you can create a perlink. Accountability is fuel. So we're all here. We can all, always collaborate together and hold each other accountable. Okay. Find yourself a partner or a group. Right now, we're a small group. We can all right here do a chat, and really uplift each other and make the English even stronger, the English team even stronger. Activate your creativity, learn what you don't know, read, ask questions, try new things. Creativity flows when you stop overthinking and start experimenting. This is so, so true. Um, Something that I've learned is there's a lot of things that are trial and error. So learn something, do it. If it doesn't work, don't be disencouraged. You already know it doesn't work. So do something else. Do something with a different approach. Okay. Many people wait to feel ready. And I'm never gonna get tired of saying this. Many people want to feel ready, but clarity often comes when after action, not before. Matter of fact, I always say this, and I always have to implemented myself, and I speak to myself, because there's a lot of things that I want to do that I feel that I am not ready, but clarity literally comes once you start taking that step of faith, even when you don't know. Okay, there's things that I want to launch and things that I want to do, and I still feel, yeah, but I don't know everything from that. But I'm taking action, and I'm also a good testimony that when you don't know, you just do, and then out of that, more doors begin to open and clarity starts to come. Okay, so identify what you love most, what excites you most, and go all in on that. Okay. So now I have a question. What do you wish you knew better right now? And what would change if you stopped waiting and just tried? So think about that question. Um, and I hope that this question just keeps you going and thinking, and then you're able to really identify that and go all in on that you've been waiting for the right time. And really, there's never like a right time. And this also even goes in things in ministry that I've been wanting to do, or that I put a stop to it because XYZ happened, and now I don't feel qualified, or I don't feel. So God is working in me on that as well, where I'm like, okay, I may not be ready, but I know that God has called me to do this and that. So don't wait for the right moment. Long-term mindset. When you're in this, you have to understand that this is going to take time. And a lot of people quit first 2, 3 years. And I get it. I totally get it. But you have to stay consistent. So success doesn't ask how fast you start, it asks how deep your roots are. Resilience, it is trained. It's built every time you get up. You have to be consistent. And it's a decision to recommit daily, literally daily. Emotion mastery is a secret sauce. Learn to lead without letting every emotion lead you. If you let your emotions lead you, I made so many mistakes based off of that. Don't do it. Just go over the emotion. And if there's an emotion that's just you don't can't let go, talk to someone. Talk to someone and let it go. I mean, not any person. Obviously, there are people that, you have your inner circle and then you have other people. Make sure someone who is emotionally mature and that can lead you out of that emotion or to bring clarity over that emotion so that you can continue to walk through it. Okay. And don't get distracted. Talking about the roots. Talking about the roots. I love this. I was looking for a picture to an analogy. And maybe mine looks like this right now. It's not like this where people can see it, but I do know for a fact, and praise God for this, that we are building strong roots. And in due time, God is going to make this flourish. So I would rather build slow and take the time that whatever God has for me and build strong roots, and then this, it will come. So when you have that in your mind, it's okay, Lord, we're building strong roots. And this applies to anything in life. Okay. In anything in life. All right. Every process has a purpose. And when things seem slow, awkward, or quiet, remember this. Okay. The question isn't whether you're making enough progress. Rather, ask yourself, are you letting yourself be shaped in the process? The quiet seasons are where maturity, patience, and strategy is born. You don't grow from success, you grow from you surrender. Oh man, that is so good. Your delay is not your denial. Some of you are being protected from premature promotion. And I like this also because if I would have grown massively like the first or second year, it would have crumbled because I didn't have the knowledge that I have today. I wouldn't be able to withstand all of that success. And we've seen people grow, but they since they don't have strong roots, then sekai. So it's okay because God is preparing us, informing us, and shaping us for when that time comes, whatever that may be, we are ready. So ask yourself, what is the season right now revealing about me? Am I resisting or receiving the shaping? So never stop growing. Keep the heart of a learner. Keep your heart willing to learn. Keep sowing. Stay that student heart, and in due time you will reap all in God's perfect time. And the important thing is who you become during the process. Okay. So with that, that is what I want to share with you guys. And I also want to share some of the books that I have. Um, I've read the some of them already. But here are some resources that you guys can let me close this out really quick. Oops. Okay, so one of the things that you guys can also let me see. Books that you can get, which by the way, I'm giving this away. So if you want it, let me know. The Consistency Chain for Network Marketing. Okay. I read this book to stay consistent. It's pretty simple, easy reading. So if you want it, let me know. This one I kind of want to read again, but I'm willing to also give this one away. It says Jesus Christ, the First Network Marketer is a really easy, quick read. I've actually have some of the things highlighted. So these books I'm going to start giving away. Social Media for Network Marketing. They also have this is a really good book, really good book. And I think they have like an updated version as well. How to build your network marketing business in 15 minutes. It takes more. They say 15 minutes, but obviously what they mean with 15 minutes, obviously they put a title that's attractive. Yeah, 15 minutes. But it's let's be real, it takes more time. But what they mean with 15 minutes is if you're laser focused on certain tasks in 15-minute increments, that's basically what lo que quieren decir, okay? How you could take 15 minutes and be laser focused and build. And you can. Like, notice how, and I like this analogy. Notice how it could take you the whole day to clean your house, right? It could take you maybe 2, 3, 4 hours, the whole day, depending. But when someone calls you, hey, without you knowing, hey, I'm on my way to your house. Oh, okay. And you don't know that they're coming, right? You didn't know, you're not prepared. Tell me how spotless clean you clean that house in 10 minutes. My house, I've noticed my house, viene para acá, tacho, en 10 minutos yo limpio esa casa y yo me quedo, tacho, esto me quedó mejor como si yo hubiese limpiado en 3 horas y la casa te queda nítida, te queda limpia. It's the same thing, right? So if your foot, why is it super clean and nice and you do it so fast? Because you're like laser focused. Like you get all these distractions out and you just clean for 15 minutes and the house is spotless clean. And that is what they mean. Relax, that's why they said when you're laser focused in 15-minute increments, 30 minutes, you could do a whole lot. The other day, I'm like, okay, I'm going to record content. And in 3 hours, I recorded over not 8, 6 videos. One after the other. And I did more tasks, but it was 4 hours and I have all my content ready for the week. I have almost everything that I have planned for this week already. Okay. All right. 1-minute presentation. Okay. This is a good book as well. I don't think I'm done reading it. I think I'm almost done. But basically, it's really good. It's how to present in 1 minute, and it's really good. Let me see. It says their prospects 3 basic questions, how to ask questions, how to approach them, what kind of business are you in, and then how to answer the person. For example, I'm in a skincare business, which means that we have a moisturizer that makes your skin look 20 years younger in only 45 seconds a day. Just an example. I wouldn't use that example personally, but I'm in a cosmetic business, which means I help women get the coordinated look they want that they can't get by buying random cosmetics. That's a really good one. Hey, what do you do for a business? Oh, I'm in the cosmetic business. It means I help women get the coordinated looks that they want, that they can get buying random cosmetics. So it teaches you different things, exactly what do I have to do to earn money. So it's like questions that people ask and how to answer them. The Miracle Morning for Network Marketers. I believe we did read a couple of these pages as a group. So this is a longer book, but it's a really good one. Leadership for Network Marketing. This is a really good book as well. I think I'm almost done. I need to read just a couple of one. You want the orange one? ¿Cuál? Este. If you want it, it's yours. Okay, perfect. Yolanda. Okay, Yolanda. Yes, I'll get that for you. Ya separado. I dare you. This is a really good. This is from Fraser Brooks. You guys, I know I put books here from him. I mean, not books. Videos from him. He's like the really hyper one from the UK. This is a really good book. This book, I'm gonna reread it, okay, and then I can pass it on to you guys. I think I was actually almost done with it because I can tell the highlighted parts. I like this. I like when they cuando me retan. GoPro, everyone should have this. Is actually even the audio is free. But if you want it, you can have it. I can send it to you. I think I have someone in mind who's starting that I can send this to. But I know you guys have probably read it already. And also you can como te digo, online on YouTube, I think the audio is there for free. And this is a really good one. This is something that I think I might keep. And I think we've done this before. Mini scripts for the 4 color personalities, how to talk to your networking marketing prospects based off of their personality. So this is really good because you're able to identify what kind of personality they are, and based off of that is the way that you're going to speak to them. Okay, and I cannot believe the time you want that one. Okay. Ok, yo cuando, mira, lo tengo todo marcado, voy a repasarlo rapidito y ya lo tengo aparte para ti, ok? And there's other books that I want to get to, but these are the books that the majority I've read. Some of them I'm like about to finish them. I have to get back at it. But there's those books. You can also get them in Amazon. Pero algunos ya los puedo dar. So if you want one, let me know. So it's 8:38. Oh my gosh, I have to go in like 10 minutes to take my daughter to school, and I don't even know if she's up. Anyways, so thank you so much for joining, guys, today. Thank you for being here. I hope that my story somehow, and this is just part of it, there's more to it, but I just wanted to share those quick tips with you guys. Keep going, stay consistent, and we're here. The Jesus one. Okay, now let me see. Okay, Gretel, the Jesus one. Okay, Yolanda, Gloria y Greta. Ok, ya lo tengo aquí, aparte para ustedes. Ok, bueno, cualquier cosa, just, if you guys want other books, just write me and coordinamos para yo enviártelo, ok? So, besos a todo el mundo. Thank you for being here, and I will see you guys soon. See you guys on Friday. Y Belis, no sé cuál libro es el que quería, pero me escribes aparte, ok? Que me tengo que ir a llevar la nena a la escuela. Ok, thank you guys for being here. God
Thank
bless you.
you.